Okay, so in this sleep-deprived state,
Mhm.
the candidates are assigned a boat crew, and
Yes.
there are leaders who are people who are chosen. You're a captain for one crew or another, and sometimes they switch off. So, as an instructor, and this is going to be very instructive for all of us in
Mhm.
business too, as leaders, what are you looking for?
We're looking for a lot of things. Number one is the most important thing is how do you treat every other guy in that boat crew? Okay. One of the biggest rules of thumb that you'll always get is number one, you can't do it alone. That's A. Number two is when you stop caring about yourself and you care about more about your boat crew, then that's what clicks, because you can't do it by yourself and you're all in it together, because you fail together, you're going to fail together, succeed together. You're all one team. That's what makes us who we are. And so when you're in that boat crew, when you make that transition, because a lot of people, even when they get to that point of Hell Week, they're still thinking about themselves. They're still thinking about being the gray man. It's like, oh, what can I do to not be seen, or just take care of myself? And it's like, you got to let that go. It's like, hey, because one of the big things, I didn't want to quit, because if I quit, then I would leave that log, and that's one less guy on that log. That's more pain for them. It's more possibility for them to fail. And so we didn't want that. I didn't want that kind of conscience. So you just keep going. And those are the traits that we're looking for. And you can see it. Of course, you're going to argue a little bit back and forth in that boat crew. But in the end, that's what we look for. And those guys that actually come together, and it's like, hey, we need to succeed together. It's going to take all of us. Uh, those are the traits we look for. And the guys that don't are the guys that quit.
Tell me how that applies to business. So, as a business leader and an entrepreneur, what can I take from that?
Well, you can
How
take
can
from
I be
that.
that type of leader?
Well, think it is what you can take from that. It's like, think of that log, that 400-pound log, or that 200-pound boat over your head, and you got 7 guys. Okay, that, for us, to me, that log represents the SEAL teams. That log represents my platoon. That log represents America. And it's hard, and you have to move forward with the job that you're going to do. You can't drop it. You can't just quit. You just can't let go. And it takes all of you to move forward, and that's what that represents. And you realize that you're all in it together. It's like, you cannot do it by yourself, and you all equally distribute that weight. You all have a job to do, and then you move forward with it for mission accomplishment. You can't have individuality out there doing your own thing, one just going off to do his thing and coming back. All hands on that log at all times, and that's what's going to ensure mission success.